Hey folks, what's going on? It's Gavin here. So this is our first of a few special members only videos that we're doing, and I'm going to post this directly to the accountability group and most likely try to keep it off YouTube. So what I've noticed the past few whiles is that I've been really shit at the whole nutrition side of what we're doing. We're getting caught up in the training side of it and also the trying to manage the business side of it and doing the accounts and doing the cleaning and everything else on top of it. So what we've done here is, again, I've noticed over the past few days that I have a shit ton of nutrition stuff that works really fucking well, and I've just now put it out there, put it together for you guys. So Wednesday's the 1st of July, and we're bringing in some fairly sizable changes, all for the good though, okay, and there'll be more on that later on. So what we have on the board here behind me, and I'm going to take a picture of it and post it in the group as well, is probably our most basic approach to nutrition then as well. We're basically going to use our hands here to get a grip, pun intended, on our nutrition then as well as we go along. So, proteins, fats, greens are all essential. Let me move in. They're all essential, okay? We fucking need these every fucking day, okay? Carbs and starches, realistically, our body could survive and thrive without them, okay? But we're looking to build in a sustainable, maintainable, realistic, everyday lifestyle nutritionally. So we are going to be having some carbs and some starches. There'll be a separate video, probably separate videos related to that then as you go along, because there's a lot of information in it and I want to be able to break it down really crystal clear for you in advance. So what we're going to start doing is going to start getting questions from you guys about stuff you want covered, but we'll come back to that later on. So what is protein? Red meats, chicken, poultry, fish, eggs, peas, beans and lentils do have some protein in it as well. Quinoa has protein in it too. There's lots of different sources of protein out there. We need a source of protein with every meal or snack we have every day. A source of protein with every meal, every snack, every day. Non-negotiable. Okay? Next up are fats. Full fat milk, full fat cream, full fat yogurts, full fat cheese. Okay? Not massive amounts of them, but the full fat version over the low fat or the skim or the super every day of the week. Our food does not need to be fortified, tampered with, or fucked about with. It's perfectly fine just as it is, okay? Greens. A green, when we refer to greens, we refer to all non-starch veg. So very simply, spuds, turnips, and parsnips are the three that I want you to limit / avoid, okay? The reason why we say / avoid is that in the early stages, it's probably better off to leave them out altogether. Let your body get a head start, shift those few pounds early on, boost your health by a good amount, and then reintroduce them as you guys go along, okay? Coming down then to the really tricky ones, starches or carbs. Breads, pastas, rices, cereals, sugars, potatoes, and that covers all of them. That covers whole grain and kind of, so brown and white, both bread, rice and things like that as well. Crisps, chocolate, you get the idea where we're going with this. Again, as I said earlier, they are non-essential. If we lived on a desert island and did not have them, our bodies would function perfectly fine, okay? Now, that's the hardest part to cut back on, okay? And that's where we're going to look back. So that's why we're going to look to cut back on them as opposed to cutting them out altogether. Because if I say to you guys, first you come into a new facility, you come into a new training environment, a new training system then as well, I say cut these out altogether, you're going to go, Jesus, there's too much to take on board. So let's just cut them back. And how we'll do that is I start looking at your food diaries that you're going to log every week on Food Diary Fridays. That's a new thing we're doing, okay? And with that then we can say, okay, let's have that, let's have it again, and let's have it a third time. So, the section over here on my left of the board, okay? How much per meal? So with your proteins, it's an open handful. So from the heel of your hand to the tip of your middle finger. But Gavin, what if I have tiny hands? That most likely means you have a tiny body. Simple as, okay? Our hands are designed relative to the size of our body, all right? And so basically this portion control will work out perfectly fine. When it comes to fats, at thumb size, so again, the length of the thumb, and again, almost if you went for like a 3D effect, that much of a portion per meal, again, is a rough guide on how much is fine. When it comes to your green, an open handful is the minimum. I would go for 2, okay? So that much, that big portion there of greens, so salads, mixed veg, whatever it is. And yeah, pretty much it. If you are having starches or carbs, so rices, breads, pastas, okay, we'll kind of loop those three as the main, okay? A closed fistful, okay, so just that much is all you need. And then the other caveat or tip I put in there is if you're going to have them, let's have them earlier in the day / after we train. So if you train from kind of our 6 to 11 group, having them as after you train or at lunchtime probably ideal. If you're training in the evening, maybe save a little amount for after you train and then kind of more for lunchtime as well, okay? The reason why carbs are so tricky is we're dealing with things like insulin spikes and portion control, all these other things then as well. But the concept or the goal of this video is to give you guys the most simplest, basic, straightforward approach that there is. I'm going to set up a Dropbox folder and basically I'll be able to give you guys links to all the files I put up in terms of, again, our recipe books that we're going to have out, our fat burning guide that we had in as well, our vitamins and mineral list, our nutrient listing as well. There's so much information I can't teach you all individually because I'll be honest, it's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be to teach 30 plus people individually about nutrition because you all have different tastes, you all have different stuff going on. But what I'm going to say is this: do not come in here and give me, well, it's not even giving me, don't come in here and give yourself the same bullshit excuses of I don't like that, I don't like that, I don't like that. You gotta try it. If you're not one to try it, well then I'm probably going to say thanks for your time here, but you're going to go somewhere else. Because for me as your coach, to get you where you want to be, we're going to have to start breaking down these walls and trying new stuff, okay? I'm not going to lead you astray, alright? And you have nothing to lose by trying something, okay? Oh, my taste buds are funny, I'm always like this. Well, let's cut to the chase here, folks. If you've always been like this, that's why you're in the shape you're in, okay? Right guys, I'll take a picture of that, stick it in the group. Alright, I hope you're having a really good day, and like I said, I'm very excited about the changes we're bringing forward here as we go along. I just realised I've been off camera the whole time, so there's a chance half of me's not even on the screen. Anyways guys, thanks for your time, talk to you soon, bye.